Why nobody's saying anything? And I'm the bad guy. I should shut my mouth. Go along to get along. See, when you get in there and get that education, it fucks your mind up. You got all the best of intentions, but you don't want to lose the flavor that comes with your credentials. So you want to make sure you say the right thing. I don't give a shit, because I ain't got no damn credentials. I'm just a poor righteous teacher saying what I think to be the truth. I always invite. Let me know if I'm wrong. The next session, I'll retract. I ain't got no money to make off of that. I had to get that out. I was just pissed off with that. Because I was hearing all these calls coming back to me. Why are you trashing Dr. Justice? I ain't trashing Dr. Justice. Get a life. Disease is divine intelligence's work and is limited to the time and effort necessary to eject life-threatening substances. This fact is deliberately overlooked or ignored by both the medical church and the stepchild of the medical church, the so-called New Age or alternative medicine. Instead, these commercially driven professions play upon the public's fear and their ignorance, giving them false information and reassurances. A significant clue to the fact that so-called alternative medicine has been colonized by Western medical methodologies is the fact that, A, New Age alternative medicine fragments the body into vitamin targets, and does the medical church fragment the body into pharmaceutical targets. So-called alternative medicine has adapted the Western medical church's fragmentary identification of disease. They even call it asthma, and he wants this, oh, take this, this is good for asthma. They too segment the body into symptoms, where contrary yet similar to the medical church, they use herbal and vitamin weapons, what they call natural remedies. And 3, the alternative, or they advertise the health in the bottle the very same as the medical church. Now, the body is a unitary temple, one body under divine intelligence, indivisible. To understand the body, we must forget how the European mind has cataloged it for its reference. His description of it and its many parts, its many systems, the organs, are based on his own fragmented mindset. There are no symptoms or systems, organs or vessels, but outer expressions of an integrated whole. This fragmented false view of the body temple begets the misconception that we can apply or assign certain foods or herbs to each fragmented part to cleanse or strengthen that particular area or part. The various physiological systems, that is the nervous system, the muscular system, respiratory system, circulatory system, they only exist as a perception in the Western mind. They exist only as abstracts on paper. They are not real as defined by Western medicine. So we get hooked up in the fragmenting of ourselves, and you go to see a eyes, nose, and throat doctor. You go to see a stomach doctor, gastroenterologist. You go see a respiratory therapist. You go see a butthole doctor. Think about how they have fragmented you up, and just like a cow, like they show you the parts of the beef, they cut you up the same way and put a price tag on each part of you. All the various systems, from the skeletal, the nervous, the digestive, the lymphatic, all do not exist except as abstracts in the Western medical thought. They are nothing more than models on paper. The mouth, the stomach, the large intestines, all exist as part of the human temple. But digestion, assimilation, and elimination of foods and liquids could not occur without the brains and the nervous system. So if you fragment it and think the stomach is working by itself, and you got somebody there working, see, if you go to see a specialist, and the specialist is a butthole doctor, and you got a heart problem, he'll tell you it's your asshole that's the problem. Because that's the only way he can make money. And all of this referrals, doctors say, well, we need another opinion, referral. He gets a kickback from referring you. He gets money. It's a racket. The reason why they diagnose is to identify, to drug you. It is not to operate you on healing or to teach you what to do and not to do anymore. It is to drug you. Which particular prescription the church recommends for this particular ailment. And that's that. Drugs may suspend vital activities so that symptoms seem to disappear, but they do not remove the causes of the symptom. They may kill germs, but they also kill the patient, because you are a germ. So when they tell you that germs are attacking you, you're attacking yourself, essentially. Anything that is given to a sick person to reduce symptoms only prolongs the effort of the body to heal itself. Let me repeat that. Anything that is given to a sick person, anything to reduce their symptoms, prolongs the efforts of the body to heal itself. Divine intelligence is at work, using all of the surplus materials that are already existing in the body to heal itself. And whatever does not exist at the time of the so-called sickness, the body creates. The body creates what it needs. It does not need another drug in the form of a herb to stimulate it. You cannot put the whip to a tired horse. And if you do, you may get a spontaneous reaction to the whip because of the pain. But the whip did not give the horse any extra energy. And that is what drugs and that is what herbs do. Now, I'm not dealing with el mea culpas because essentially this is how I was teaching a long time ago. And when I was together with another person, and I don't want to go through it, I wanted to introduce this, but it didn't make any money. We couldn't sustain ourselves, so we had to sell herbs. And then when you get that feeling of things going against you, and you start saying there's something wrong with this, just like I would say juice fasting. Something's wrong with that. That's an oxymoron. So I said, why not juice feasting? So we could feast on juices. No, the Christians know fasting, the Muslim know fasting, so let's just say juice fasting. Drugs, herbs, vitamins, and tonics literally destroy the body's vitality, and this is evidenced by the removal of the symptoms. As soon as the symptoms go, you know that the vitality has been switched from the area of concern to the poison you put in. That's why your symptoms disappear. They disappear because the body's intelligence recognizes a toxic, poisonous substance, something that cannot be interfaced with the whole system, something that does not work in synergy with it. So immediately it shuts down its efforts towards healing you in one direction and tries to immediately save your life in the other. Pain. Lord, we don't like to suffer. Pain is but a signal that you still have the vital force recognizing the deficiency in your body. That's what pain is. It is a signal. It is an indicator of poor action, poor behavior, poor foods. When you have pain, rejoice that divine intelligence is telling you enough. Enough. But